I've lost all that weight from all of that. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. And all because, again, counting calories, that was for Jordan. Counting calories and walking.
Yeah.
Like I was just 40 pounds. It was great.
Nice. Hi, Chuck.
Yeah. I'm 275, but that's not a good thing. I got on the well, I'm 272. I was 275 the other day and I sweated out 3 pounds.
I was at 315. So getting down to 275 is that was one of my sub goals. I want to try to get down to 250.
Yeah, I'd like to get down to 250. That's kind of my. So like my lowest I ever been was 230, but I wasn't lifting then. I literally was just cutting calories.
Yeah.
And working and being overstressed. So like I dropped the weight off, but I also was just like kind of skinny fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, just like regular fat, really. And then I started lifting, and now I'm back up to like 275, which is like I gotta, because like that would mean I couldn't wrestle in high school anymore. So I need to like, now I need to like dial it in. So I'm giving up sugar for Lent. Not sugar. I'm giving up sweet treats. Because like I need to
still.
No, but I think the concept of Lent is like good. I think like the concept of it.
Nah,
the idea of like
Lent. Gets in your belly button and
that's Lent.
Oh, my bad.
Lent, like I think Lent. Oh shit! Oh no, it's fine. I think Lent, like the idea of like giving up something for the betterment of yourself and allowing discipline and like psychologically is like good. And frankly, I could go 40 days without having a sweet treat, man. Like ever since apple cider donuts became like in season, I have like been a fucking bastard when it comes to eating like treats at night. And so I got to dial my shit back in. I might intermittent fast. I haven't decided yet because that would really drop my weight too. But I don't want to drop a ton of weight because I know I won't be able to hit the gym as consistently. And so I don't want to lose muscle. I just want to lose my gut. I got a lot of flabby hanging skin and it bugs me. And I just know if I could tighten that shit up,
I've for the last couple of weeks I haven't been lifting. I've just been going in and doing cardio. So I'm actually this coming week I'm gonna go back in and start lifting again. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see if that actually starts putting on some more pounds, putting pounds back on because muscle weighs more than fat. So
are you gonna power lift or are you gonna go just lighter weight, heavy, like longer reps though?
That I'm usually just I just do machines, so it's kind of just.
You kind of you seem like a free weight guy, no?
No.
Really? Okay.
Only because Planet Fitness doesn't really do free weights. They like do, but
dumbbells.
Jim Bros doing the throw thing,
That, but there's also always too many people over there, so.
That's super fair.
Stick with the machines.
I went
in. Set up the camera and wait your turn. It's fine.
Yeah, basically.
I went in yesterday, and was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. So it would have been like a Saturday at like 11 o'clock. That was the fullest I'd ever seen. There had to be 40 people in there, which for my gym is like an absurd number of people. It's not that big of a gym.
It's like 2 people running on each treadmill type of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like all the treadmills were taken. There was no like every other machine, like etiquette, like urinal etiquette on treadmills. I did the elliptical for like an hour because there was literally nothing else to do. Everybody else was just. Damn. And the thing is, they don't fucking work out. They sit on the fucking machine and text, and then when you ask them if they're almost done, they're like, "Oh, I got 2 more reps." Motherfucker, you had 2 more reps 45 minutes ago. Get off the machine. Anyway, you ready?
I already hit record like 4.5 minutes ago.
All right. That's fine.
That's why your first belch was for Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't want to do this.
So tell us how disappointed you are in Pluto. I apologize for that, by the way.
Brothers and sisters.
First off, don't apologize for Pluto. Pluto should be apologizing to you. And
technically,
not only that,
the fact that it's a free app.
Well, no. But
at what cost?
Not only should Pluto be apologizing, Paramount should be apologizing.
Right.
Because fuck you for making people pay for Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. Like, we don't already have to pay for a subscription to your stupid-ass service in the first place. Give us our free shit. Anyways, Chuck, what were you saying?
Yeah, what Ron said. Yeah, ridiculous that Friday the 13th was not streaming on Paramount. They lost a lot of... Because people would have done a 7-day free trial and then forgotten.
Right.
To watch it. Brothers, sisters, gender resistors. Listen, I don't want to talk about this movie. I don't want to talk about anything. Life is stupid, and I fucking hate movies. Because we watched Friday the 13th Part 2. Specifically on Pluto TV. Which...
well, you guys did. I watched my Blu-ray.
I know
I paid for it on Amazon because I wasn't
honestly. There was a part of me that was like, when I queued it up, I was like, man, I don't want to watch this on Pluto. I know it's gonna not work. It didn't work half the time. The app, so I don't have the app, and I don't have an account. So I was watching it in my browser for free with no account. So I guess it makes sense that they didn't give a shit about it not working, but. Essentially, every time, first off, the screen was way too touchy that if I touched it in any conceivable way, it would just cause it to like freeze on me because it was like trying to like load whatever function it was that I was trying to do, which was nothing. It was just I accidentally hit the screen. But if I wanted to like skip ahead 15 seconds, it would like try to do it. Or the worst was I tried to skip back 15 seconds because I missed something. And I tried to skip it and it would just go, you cannot fast forward during a commercial break. And then all of a sudden there's a commercial break. And then it just kept jumping to the part where Crazy Man Jenkins, or whatever his fucking name was, Ralph gets choked out on the tree. It just kept jumping back to that spot. But I was like, it happened. It kept doing it when I would hit like the 1 hour mark. Because then I'm trying to fix it, right? I'm trying to get to where I was. And it's like, you can't fast forward through commercials. You can't fast forward through commercials. So it would make me then watch every commercial break all over again, trying to jump to the part where I was, which, fun fact, Pluto plays, I timed it. Pluto plays commercials every 12 minutes, 15 seconds.
Jesus.
Every 12 minutes and 15 seconds, a new fucking commercial. Not even new. I'm sorry. The same 6 commercials. And it goes 3, then the next one is another 3, and then it goes back to the other 3. I understand that it's free. I understand that Pluto is really good for people who can't afford, and they have like fairly modern day stuff, like stuff that came out last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, they got like a decent selection.
Yeah, and they have a lot of original programming, which I don't recommend. All terrible. But like, damn, man. They have a lot of anime. Was unaware of their anime selection. Is like nothing I want to watch, but if you just want to consume free anime, fine. But you gotta have your site work, man. Like, you have to. It objectively made me dislike this movie more because I just couldn't watch it. But I also don't want to give Bezos $4. I don't think that's an unreal ask. So fuck you, Paramount, for not putting it on your app that I'm required to have because Joey makes me watch Star Trek.
We're actually done watching Star Trek now.
Yeah, I also don't pay for it. I definitely steal that from somebody.
That's fair. The other thing is that Friday the 13th will go on multiple streaming apps around October, which is also stupid. Because then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's great come October because of the Halloween season, but why it gets pulled off come November or December makes no sense. I mean, obviously,
what's really stupid is Paramount could have gotten 2 months worth of subscriptions out of people.
Right.
Because there was one in February.
Three, because there's 3 this year.
Right. But like back to back, because like you have it for the month. Oh, the 13th hits. Oh, I'm going to watch, part 2 or part 3 or whatever, because it's so close to the last time I watched the first one, and then rope you in for another month.
Right.
They fucked up.
I know theater-wise, I know they're actually showing a bunch in theaters back to back. Like, I think February they did the first two, 1 and 2, back to back on Friday the 13th. March this month, at the time this gets released, they're doing 3 and 4 back to back, same night. And I think in November, and so I was wrong last time we did Friday 13th. I said it was August. It's in November.
Joey's wrong.
I'm wrong all the time.
True.
It's gonna be in November is the next Friday 13th, and I'm sure they'll probably show 5 and 6 come November. Who knows? But the fact that we're getting 3 this month or 3 this year is pretty awesome. So be ready for Friday 13th in November. Just saying.
That's Friday the 13th 3D.
Yes.
Part 3 was in 3D.
Yep.
I also remember that not being good.
Oh, it was not good.
Let's talk about the fact that this was not good.
Let's talk about the fact that the whole beginning of this movie was just a recap of the first movie.
12 minutes. 12 minutes was just a recap of the first one. And also
intermittent with between her dreaming about it and coming, maybe. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what was going on.
I know, Chuck, we had talked about this last year when we had thought about putting this on getting franchised.
Correct.
But you can technically take out the last part of the original movie and start at the beginning of this. So, like, basically the minute that Mrs. Voorhees shows up at the end of part 1, you can just roll right into this movie. Now, mind you, there are a few things missing at the end of part 1 that you don't get at the beginning of part 2. A lot of the dialogue, a lot of them running around, but you do get the gist of what happens with the beginning of this.
What you don't get is how Jason turns into a full-fledged adult.
Yes. Which, because of that, is why a lot of the behind the scenes, like a lot of the people behind the scenes, director Tom Savini and some other other props people were like, no, this is a stupid idea. We're not coming back for this. That's why? What do you mean Jason is an adult? He's been hiding in the woods this entire time. That makes no fucking sense.
Especially since his mom was alive prior to
exactly. So they thought it was a dumb idea. I can't say they're wrong.
Now, if this would have happened 10 years later,
so technically it happens 5 years later.
2 months later.
No, the beginning starts 2 months.
Yeah,
later.
so and at the beginning, he's a full-fledged adult.
Well, yes, but so if the beginning, if he drowns in, what was it, 58?
Was it?
78.
I thought it was 78 because I thought the camp was closed for 5 years.
I bet
they tried to reopen it. They tried to reopen it 2 years after his death, and she kills 2 of them. Yeah, it was 2 years, and then there was the fire, and then they opened it up again.
Yeah, and it was 5 years after the original.
Yeah, it was 5 years collectively later. 1982, I think, is supposed to be the actual year that it was happening.
I did look into that. Apparently, the actual year that the first one took place was 79. Because this was supposed to take place in 84. Allegedly. Now, again, that makes no sense because I thought the first one actually took place in 80.
Yeah.
But right. But all of it still doesn't explain why, if they have dialogue in this movie that says she died or disappeared, she disappeared.
She disappeared
2 months after the events that happened at the first camp.
Right.
How the fuck did that kid that apparently was living in the lake the entire time?
Allegedly, yes. Again, so that part now makes that part actually her mental break. That actually did not happen. Allegedly.
Right. Which I think is stupid.
Right.
I think you could rewrite this with her killing herself as she was so afraid of the idea of Jason, and then she kills herself, and then it jumps to the future. where Jason is still alive, and it's just a separate story. But
and the legend of her disappearing is still around,
right?
And it's not tied to Jason.
Because the whole thing is that Jason doesn't leave the lake.
Yeah. So, or my other theory on that was that they could have had her go back to the lake because she's like, I know I need to face my fears. Like this didn't, she's dead. Nothing else happened. I just fell in the water. And then she goes back, and then a young adult child, teenage Jason kills her. Out of the water.
I agree. I think that would have made a lot more sense. Like, having her go back to the lake would have made a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. Especially since, how the hell did he find her?
Yeah, this is like 1982. The technology for him to be able to find somebody doesn't exist or isn't readily available in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so according to, I had to look it up, according to Wikipedia, and yes, you're correct. Or not Wikipedia, according to the internet, young Jason died at 11 years old in 1957. If the camp first one takes place in 79, he would have been 30 something. So he would have been a full-fledged adult.
So this just furthermore boosts my theory that originally Jason popping out of the water was a hallucination.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Which is something that I'm going to still be adamant at, and they were trying, I guess at this point now, they're trying to retcon that and make it a real thing that happened. Which I don't think is good.
If Jason died when they said he died, or if he's been out in the woods since they said that he died, there's no way he didn't notice his mom at any point in time out in the woods.
But if he just stayed in the woods in that cabin the entire time and just lived off of the livestock, the wildlife, thank you, killing squirrels and
but he didn't, because he also had he had adult clothes and stuff. He would have had to have been killing people also.
Yeah, that's true.
And
at some point,
obviously the camp was in his range of area that he covered.
Well, he covered the lake,
the camp was on the lake,
right? But he covers everything on the lake, because the camp they go to in this one is not Camp Crystal Lake.
It's a thing that's
Packanack or
a mile
from
it or something.
Which is why would he care then?
Because the lake is his,
because the lake's his
roaming grounds or whatever. That's one thing that I never also got, because Jason himself is connected to Camp Crystal Lake. That's what we have always been taught. That's what we've always known. Camp Crystal Lake is only ever brought up in all of them, but Camp Crystal Lake is focused on in this one, and I think in
the first one, yeah,
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I think that one.
Yeah, they bring up Freddy versus Jason.
I think they
go back to the lake. Yeah,
but every other one, it's because this one is a camp training thing. The third one is a cabin that is on the lake. No, the fourth one is a cabin on the lake. The third one, I don't remember what the third one is. The fifth one is not even Jason. We'll get there. And then the sixth one is just the town. It's just the town, which is Crystal Lake, the town. It's not even, and they renamed the town by that point in time. And then obviously it starts getting crazier and crazier.
He goes to New York, and
8 is New York, and I don't even remember what 7 was.
7.
Hold on.
Is that
Jason Goes to Hell?
No, that's Jason Lives. 7
no,
is Jason...
7 is New Blood. Jason Lives is 6.
Oh my God, New Blood is that the one with the amulet?
No, that's 9.
Oh,
that's
it?
Jason Goes to Hell.
And he's the spirit of Jason jumping.
Mm-hmm. Yep, jumping in between people.
Yeah. Is that the one with the little girl that's like a relative of his?
Oh yeah, that's like the psychic one.
Yeah,
that's New Blood.
Because
anyways, part 2.
No, I don't want to talk about it. So right off the bat, they could have easily fixed this by saying that the person who showed up and killed the last survivor was someone of the town, and that they were afraid that Jason would do something to like the town, like bring the townspeople more into it, other than we're just afraid of you guys. They're not even afraid. They're not stopping anybody.
Yeah.
The only one who's trying to stop them is fucking Roger. Ralph.
Well, Ralph is just superstitious of the camp.
Ralph is a creep out there.
Ralph is what? Sorry.
Ralph is a creep in this one.
Well, yeah,
because he's just sneaking around.
But also, at this point, like they all think that everything's done. Like, if Alice had told everybody that Mrs. Voorhees was the one that caused all the problems, and now she's dead, then they have nothing to worry about. And with Alice disappearing, again, they literally have nothing to worry about.
Well, it's not like anybody in that town would even know that she disappeared.
Right. Well, but they would know because the legend goes, because what's his name? Paul, they knows about the story 5 years on. And that's the tale that is told.
In that time, because it's not like she lived anywhere near Crystal Lake.
But she might have, though. She had to have. Because
they all got there from different areas, didn't they? They all came in from like different
everybody
places.
else did. I think because she knew she was like dating Christy, because remember, like they were a couple.
They were, yeah.
So I think she actually was living in the area.
Okay. But still, it's not like Jason's going to make a 20-mile trek to get to her house, since
he must
the
have.
town is 20 miles away.
But he must have. Either way.
Whatever, yeah. At the beginning of it, when Crazy Ralph walks up to them while they're on the payphone, he's like, "You're doomed, you're doomed." Does he even know that they're going out to the camp? Or is that just how he greets people?
I thought he overheard them talking about getting there.
I love how anybody he sees that he doesn't recognize, he just scares everybody. You're doomed. I'm just here to get coffee, man. I'm just here to get coffee.
But also, there's no way that she didn't notice the tow truck when the tow truck first pulled up to their truck to grab it. Like, she was looking right at it the whole time.
I mean,
but
she was pretty ditzy.
I mean, that's true. They did make her like the big-titted dumb girl in this. So
yeah, they did.
And then
that was an unbelievably beautiful truck, though. Like I was super John. I wanted that truck like hard. I love a square frame personally, as we know, like my women.
Likes his trucks like he likes his women.
Shout out to Lego.
That's true. Yeah.
Well established.
I did find it funny. So, after the truck gets towed and it gets revealed that Ted, the comic relief of the movie,
is that what he is?
Allegedly, he was supposed to be the comic relief of the movie.
Okay. I think he was just that clown friend that always pranks everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said allegedly. He was actually in the credits.
That dude was definitely bi. I just give off crazy bi energy. I don't know. The way that he was like hugging up his buddy there and then also hugging her is like, I bet you I could bang both of them tonight. That was. I mean,
that might have been his plan.
You want to know something funny? The guy in the wheelchair. So that couple, Vicky and I can't remember his name.
Scott? No. Was it Scott?
No, it wasn't Scott.
Scott was the creepy dude that stole the one girl's clothes.
Right.
Okay.
Whatever his name was. So they're obviously coupled up in the movie. Apparently, the actor and actress, the actress actually had a crush on him, and he was actually gay in real life. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
His hair was too beautiful.
He looked like
he had that Farrah Fawcett hair.
He looked like what's his face from Smallville, like hair wise. Yeah, Tom Welling.
Kinda.
Is he a good Superman? Or is he he's not the man? No, that's
Tom Welling's a good Superman. It's Dean Cain who's the idiot.
Yeah.
Tom Welling was never Superman, I thought.
It's up in the air. So anyway, what I was saying is when they're on the road after the tow truck thing, and they get stopped by that log in the middle of the road, Sandra is just like, man, this place is creepy.
This place
and
is
then goes,
spooky.
wanders into the woods.
Gosh, guys, this place sure is creepy. I'm going to walk over here by myself.
Right. So it's like, what are you doing? Although she did find the sign to Camp Crystal Lake, which is kind of fun. So,
but that was ancient history. It was 5 years ago.
I mean, in a small town.
Even
like that,
Ted was like, so wait, did Ted live in the town?
Yes.
Was that the impression that you got?
Yeah, because that was his house that that the tow truck towed him to.
Okay.
Was it his house? I thought it was just. I mean, it was right around the corner. So
maybe it was his uncle's house. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody's house that he knew though, because that's where he was staying, waiting for them to get there.
Right, and he knew the tow truck guy. So
yeah. And Crazy Ralph didn't yell at him, so.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Also, they kept calling it Camp Blood.
Right.
All they do is call it Camp Blood not a single person refers to it as Camp Crystal Lake anymore.
No, Paul does after he tells the story. He starts out calling it Camp Blood during the story, but once Ted comes out and scares everybody, he's like, all right, Camp Crystal Lake is off limits. Don't go near it.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yada, yada, yada.
That's true.
Can't believe he got Crazy Ralph while Crazy Ralph was trying to jerk it around a tree watching two kids, do it.
What's really
Maybe he was just trying to help. Doing a little autoerotic asphyxiation.
I got you, buddy.
The David Carradine thing.
I've been out in these woods a long time. I can help this.
What's interesting, though, is I'm pretty sure Jeannie looked out the window and she didn't see Jason there.
On the back side of the tree, since Ralph was on the side of the tree.
Other side, like strangling him? Yeah.
But she was we also established that she was dumb. Because, I mean, she really was.
Oh, she was totally dumb. When Jason was attacking Paul, and she's like, Paul, just, what's he going to do? He's being attacked. You dummy.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Scary Movie, I think, 4, when Jenny McCarthy is, and Carmen Electra, I think.
Yeah.
The very beginning of the movie where they watch the Ring video and the one girl's dead and like her head pops off and Jenny McCarthy's just like, you okay? Hello? So dumb.
But I mean, it did turn out that he wasn't actually dead anyways after that fight.
At that point,
it would have taken her 2 seconds to jump into that fight and help a little bit, hit him over the head with something, anything. But
she could have thrown a ball of yarn. We saw how well that works.
Or a box, an empty box or something,
Yeah.
Oh, but when the dog, what's the dog's name? Muffin?
Yeah.
When Muffin walks away and is gone for
the whole movie.
Well, I mean, but even before she even says, Muffin, where are you, Muffin? That dog had probably been gone for the movie time equivalent of an hour, because it was when they were out walking and she didn't pay any attention to it until after they were done swimming. And I'm sorry, but anybody that actually loves their dog would not have let their dog out of their sight for that long out in the woods in bear country.
True. Yeah, because Paul did say it was bears out there. You guys don't go out walking alone.
And then the mangled corpse that they find of some animal out in the woods, it looked like they had taken a set of vampire teeth and just thrown it in the middle of some fur that they sprayed with red syrup.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Again, they didn't have Tom Savini, so he didn't want to come back for this one.
What was he doing at this point?
Not this movie.
Because Night of the Living Dead was before this. And I don't know.
Might have just
Dawn of the Dead?
Hell.
Maybe. Dawn of the Dead was what, 82?
Yeah.
So he might have been
86? I forget.
I don't remember either. We had talked about it, but
yeah, I don't remember.
That was so long ago.
So when the cop comes out to the lake, after he catches the kids out in the, over by Camp Crystal Lake or whatever, and brings them back. And then there's this weird tense moment where he's like, "You ain't gonna reprimand them kids." What do you expect him to do? Like take out his belt and start beating his camp counselors with it or something?
I did appreciate his where he tells the girl to take away their dessert tonight.
Yeah,
yeah, that was good. I like that.
Yeah, but then the cop proceeds to like run out in the middle of the woods by himself. Doesn't pull his gun out. Doesn't like anything. Which I mean shows you that cops back then were more about beating people up than shooting them.
Oh well, yeah.
But
I did like how the cop was chasing him and then stops to like catch his breath. He's like, huh, 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 and then just starts running again. Like, so like, all right, so we need to stop and take a breath right here, and then we need to keep running.
Well, and this is where I had to suspend my disbelief because I know that without the prospect of getting to shoot somebody, a cop wouldn't have put that much effort into chasing somebody.
Yeah, sure. Did he even have a gun?
Yeah, he had a gun in his
okay.
holster.
I don't remember.
But
I wasn't sure if it was an Andy Griffith situation. He was a cop without a gun
with a wooden. But then like he gets out to the shack in the middle of the woods, which this is a trailer, right? That
looks like it.
Yeah, that has been like parted together out of other trailers that magically appeared in the woods.
I mean, it's possible that somebody
there's an abandoned trailer park somewhere where he's just like, "Ooh, this looks like some good siding," and pulled it off and took it over at his place.
That's again, it's possible.
But regardless, he goes in there and there's 3 doors in there, and then he stands with his back to a door after establishing that the person he was chasing was not in there.
Look, I'm pretty sure he wasn't properly trained. He had 47 days of training.
I mean, 1312 all the way, but like
that one got me. Good one. That was a good one, Joe.
I can tell.
That was a good
one. But just how stupid do you have to be? Like you chased somebody, they knew you were chasing them because they were running away from you.
But he didn't see him go in that cabin. He just.
But exactly, he didn't see him go in, but he checked everywhere that he was to see if he was in there. He wasn't in there, so then he
kept
back to the door, like the whole time.
Right, I see what you're saying.
And also, there's no way he snuck into that cabin because every time you opened anything in that, it would have been like because of all the rusted metal and crap that was on there. But whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He did.
Yep.
Yeah, he was pretty dead.
And then we get. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going back to the cabins and how when the group was getting ready to have the one last night in town, but everybody
over half of them decided they weren't going.
Well, 2 decided they weren't going, and then because of
horniness.
Yeah, the 1-2 Fred. The
perverted dude, Scott, he wanted to stay there because the
Terry
was staying there. And then the one girl wanted to stay there because the guy in the wheelchair was staying there.
Right. And then Paul made the 2 who were Sandra and Fred stay because of what they did earlier. So that was actually their punishment.
Yeah. Which is really dumb when you think about it because that would have freed them up to just go back to the camp if they wanted to while everybody was gone.
Right.
Like
they could have.
Those 2 should have been the ones that are like, "Hey, you have to come with us because I need to keep an eye on you."
But he's forcing them not to be able to have fun.
I guess that's true.
In town, but they could have had fun over at the campground. Either way, they still actually had fun.
Yeah, but you know who didn't have fun? Us, because we didn't get to see any boobs in that shot.
Well,
I was disappointed that we didn't get when the girl who goes skinny dipping.
You get to see her completely naked.
Barely.
But
I was like, wait, did Pluto actually take that out too?
Oh, I was saying because like no, you like I mean she legitimately took her clothes off like on the thing. You got to see everything when she was standing there.
Yeah, they barely. We didn't get to see 2 boobs at the same time.
Yes, we did.
When?
When she turned sideways when she was taking off her shirt. That was the only time.
I did not see two boobs. I was watching very carefully because I fell in love with her for like a good long while. And at one point, we see one boob, and then they do a script. Then they do an angle change, and we see the other boob. But not at no point did I see both boobs at the same time.
Okay, sorry, not at the same time. No, I just thought you meant both of them because we did. Because I mean, we'll bring it up later, but there's still a depressing amount of non-nudity in this movie for a
genre that I've heard is only sex and violence and nudity. There is hardly any nudity in this.
Yeah,
I know they get more as the movies progress. I think again.
So the next movie will have 3 boobs. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
But anyway,
in 3D too.
But while she is down by the water, did you notice that they were playing like knockoff Jaws music?
Yes, they played the first couple of notes of Jaws.
But I thought that was pretty funny. And then while that's going on, what's her face that was trying to sleep with the guy in the wheelchair? Is
she said I'll be back, and she actually came back.
It's true. Because she was polite enough to change her panties so that he had a fresh pair on, or she had a fresh pair on when he, inevitably took them back off of her. I thought that was very polite of her.
Yeah. Too bad he didn't get the chance.
Yeah.
Heck.
Man, can we talk about how good he was at riding down them stairs, though? That was impressive.
Those, where did those second set of stairs come from? Because they definitely weren't there when
they went up.
They show it later.
Oh. But man, that the dummy that they had in that wheelchair when it was rolling down those steps, that
was great.
Never tipped over in that wheelchair one time, and I don't know if they had
stapled them in.
Well, no, I meant I don't know if they had the wheelchair wired somehow to where it didn't tip, because it should have tipped forward going down or tipped backwards or something, with all the weight in it.
Oh, I'm sure it was on a track or something.
But I thought it was really weird how they cut to a white screen just before it fell over.
You think wait, hold on, pause. Do you think it was on a track?
No, so it wouldn't tip over.
No. This entire movie was made on what, $5 extra than what they had before? No, they got that lucky in one shot. And they said, perfect cut. We don't have to do this again.
Okay,
we weren't gonna do they weren't gonna do it again either way. If that mannequin fell out, they absolutely were just going to use that footage. They just got super lucky. And they were just you know what it was? It's probably some extra hand redneck guy who's just I know how to do this. All right, so we're I'll push my cousin Todd down the stairs in this thing. It's his wheelchair that he brought, and they just he just randomly shoved it. It's there you go, film it.
I would be surprised if it was actually him in it, holding it still in it, balancing back and going back it. That'd be kind of fun.
But while that's going on, and the two are having sex upstairs in that cabin, there's no way that he was walking in the middle of those stairs and none of those stairs creaked. Because I don't care how new or how old your house is, if you have wooden stairs like that and you are stepping anywhere that's not on the exact sides of those stairs are going to creak because they're
but they also knew people were in the house, so if the stairs creaked, they probably didn't think anything of it.
And the door opening,
they probably didn't think anything of it.
And I mean, I guess unless they were expecting Ted to join them, I guess, going back to Chuck's earlier point.
I mean,
speaking of Ted's point, how he stabs through both of them with the spear is pretty funny. But again, super strong, stabbing through 2 bodies and the mattress and the box spring and then into the floor. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Man's a beast. With really terrible depth perception at that.
He only had one eye.
Exactly.
That's another thing I want to bring up. There's no way he was running through the woods with one eye and did not get constantly clocked in the face with branches and shit.
So I did appreciate that.
With a sack on his face.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sack was loose.
Uh-huh. He's got this at best, running through the woods.
And I appreciate that because there were times where he actually was running into some things. Not all the time. Like he actually was.
But I think that was accidental because the actor was actually running into things.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like part of the lore,
and they kept it. Yeah, because from this point on, like because he gets the mask in the next movie, and from that point on, it is straightforward. Jason is just gung ho, killing everybody. Well, but he still only has the one eye.
After this, though, he only walks. He never runs. Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
there might be a moment where he like has a brisk walk.
But no, but like in this one, like he dead ass runs.
Yes.
Which also really makes it less scary. But I also found out the real reason why Jason was so angry. Because when he's chasing what's her face like Ginny? Around in that area, is it Ginny? Yeah. And she kicks him square in the dick.
Yes.
And you notice he was not down for like more than a second of shock because she didn't actually kick his dick because he had a micro penis, and that's why he was so angry at everybody else having sex.
Well, she didn't get the balls, is what it was. She actually got the peen.
I don't think she got any of it.
Yeah, that's possible too. Got like the inner thigh.
And that's why he's so upset about other people having sex.
Speaking of getting hit in the dick, earlier today, I snuck my bottle over. I was taking down the Christmas decorations finally.
Hey, same. We took ours down the other day.
Yeah. At time of recording, still way too late. Way too late. At time of release, we should all be proud that we did it at time of recording.
I mean, we had like 2 feet of snow. We couldn't do it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same, but not really. That wasn't my excuse.
It was cold as balls. Anyway,
had any time. But anyway, so I was taking down my Christmas decorations, and my mom has this like she liked those old animatronic things from the Hallmark store that dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I still put those out for her. They don't work because I've never changed the batteries.
Good call.
But I went to pick one up to put it away because it's like up on a shelf that's like above my head. I picked it up and it like slipped out of my hand, and I went to catch it, and the damn thing hit me in the dick. But it only clipped one ball. Oh my God. I was doubled over in pain for like 15 minutes. And I'm like laughing because then there's a stupid dog dressed like a caroler just looking at me from the floor with the doofiest grin on his face.
That's because he hit you in the dick. It's funny.
Yeah, it was really, and though it's still the worst part of my day was having to watch this. Like, what are we doing here?
I thought it was that's fun. I did think it was funny. So after Jeannie was running away and gets into whatever house cabin she gets into, and hides under the bed, and then Jason gets the smart idea to trick her, like by opening up the door, and she comes crawling out, and somehow this rickety old chair is able to hold all of his weight.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that at all.
That was hilarious because the minute he like shifts whatsoever, it just breaks under him. He just literally just falls on her.
Yeah.
He's also just like a dude.
Yeah.
Like I forget.
Yeah,
but
he's not anything supernatural like he is later.
Yeah, he's nothing supernatural.
6 is when he becomes supernatural.
Right, because that's when they bring him back to life.
Yep.
Right. Although, isn't he supernatural at the end of 5?
So 5 isn't him, and we'll get into that when we get into 5.
Oh,
but no, 5 is not him. Like he dies in 4.
Yeah, okay. I was like, 3 and 4, it's still supposed to be him.
Yeah, he officially.
Oh,
dies.
right. 4 is final chapter.
4 is final chapter. 4 is when he gets killed off, like dead to rights, dead, gone, buried. 5 is not him. 5 it's somebody else pretending to be him, and then 6 he gets brought back to life. Yeah, we'll forget about it in 3 months, 3 years old when we get to it. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But I do have to say that at least in this one, they actually fought back.
Right.
Because if they would have fought back in the first one, But
not all of them, because what's her name? Not Sandra. Vicky. Vicky didn't fight back at all.
Yeah.
Like when Jason comes to kill her, when she gets back into the cabin looking for Wheelchair Boy, whatever his name is, she's just standing there as Jason walks in and with a knife goes to kill her.
That's true.
No, that's not true. She goes up to the room, finds the blood, I think, on the bed.
All of the mattresses from
and finds Fred hanging in the closet, which I feel like that's kind of a dick move. You already killed the guy. Why are you hanging him up in the closet like that?
Yeah, well, because
like that's kind of humiliating. Actually,
I told you it's envy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you think you were well hung? Now you're Anyways, but no, I mean like Paul fought back.
Paul did fight
like
back.
Actually fought.
Yeah, Jeannie fought back,
and Jeannie fought back, and it's like, I mean, they finally did it, but still, nobody bothers to try to find a weapon, right?
Well,
no, I mean,
Jeannie did,
but
after the fact.
After the fact, exactly. But like when he was fighting Paul, like on the ground,
yeah, she could have picked something up. She could have grabbed something.
Any kind of, because they were in a fucking camp thing. They would have had weapons all over. What's his face with like he was supposed to be training them in survival and all this stuff. So there would have been like, axes for cutting firewood and like saws and all kinds of shit that she could have. Anything.
Yeah, but that was all outside. They were in the cabin.
That spear was still in the cabin somewhere.
Yeah, the spear was upstairs, sticking out of bed.
But I'm saying, like, they had more than just like stuff outside.
Right. Actually, I think they're in the kitchen, so she could have grabbed something in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Also, why was it a real spear?
I don't think it was. I think it was actually like a plastic spear.
No, it was a real spear. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to stab through them with it.
No, I think he's just that strong.
No, okay, so if it was
he's just a guy. He's just a dude.
If it was
he's a lumberjack living out in the woods.
But if it was just plastic, it wouldn't have went through them and the bed and the floor.
He's just that strong.
It would have splintered before it went through all that.
It did. It splintered them.
Anyway, that bed's stronger than the trucks you make.
That is true, actually. The trucks I make are pretty fucking dumb.
But did you guys notice during the scene when What's-Her-Face is wearing his mom's sweater and she comes back for like the flashes of her face like talking to him? She got some grill work done. The mom did.
Betsy Palmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's been a year. So
was that her?
That was actually her.
Yeah.
They did not look like her. It looked like somebody trying to be her.
Well, she was a little chubbier because obviously, she had a paying job the last year, so she was able to like get her.
Yeah, she was eating good.
Yeah. Got a car, got
some grill work done.
Grill. Yeah. So apparently
I thought it was so weird because I also thought it was somebody else at first, and then I went to the credits and I'm like, oh, it was her. Because in the first one, she had like her, I don't know, her teeth were longer and like I felt like they had like maybe gaps or something in them, or there was something about her teeth that when she showed up on screen again in this one, her teeth looked perfect, and I thought it was really weird.
Yeah,
and that was why I originally thought.
Or she had dentures. Maybe her teeth were rotting out in the first one, and she got dentures in the second one. Yeah. Because I don't think veneers weren't really a thing yet, were they?
No, I don't think so. Not that long ago.
No, I feel like veneers were like a late 90s, early 2000s thing.
Sounds about right.
No, everybody's got them.
It does sound like a 90s thing. No, I would have had it after the 90s. I think it would have been mid-aughts because it was after because I remember everybody, having braces, and then there was this time where they're like, "Oh, well, you don't have to get braces; you can do this instead." And
you can have your teeth filed down, and we'll put fake ones over the top.
Yeah,
that makes my teeth hurt just thinking about it.
That's fair.
I'm not a big teeth guy though. So, you teeth guy, Ron?
What's that? No, I don't like teeth. I'm not like Pennywise in that thing that got shared in the group chat.
That was a while, wasn't it? That was fucking weird.
Terrifying.
That was me. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, I've never seen that, so I don't know what the context of that scene was, but I can only assume it had something to do with kids.
I think that's the end of the second part 2 where he's dying.
That was him watching the child orgy in the book.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because it's Stephen King and he's a pedophile.
That's fair too.
That's true, allegedly, because you can't actually prove if he's actually in the files or not. So.
Dude wrote child porn. He's a pedophile.
Yeah, true. But I'll tell you, it was the cocaine.
Dude was probably snorting blow off of the children too. That's accurate.
Or off a toilet. Who knows?
That's true.
I'd snort blow off.
I'm not scared of germs.
I did find it pretty cool that Muffin survived, and he was able to open the screen door somehow.
That screen door didn't latch. Like it was just one of the.
Yeah, he was able to just nudge it open.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like it's not like our screen doors where they actually have like the latches where you have to hit the buttons. That was like back when the screen doors were the ones that would slam all the time in the wind and anytime that anything happened because they were just...
Honestly, it was kind of a waste of wood. Like, what was the point of those? They didn't do anything. You could have just put a piece of... They had that
tarp. They had the hook and eye that you're supposed to lock in place, but nobody ever did.
Nobody ever did. Also, how are you really supposed to do that when you leave?
Well, that's you close the other door, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
No, you think they had 2 doors? You think they had 2-door money?
Did actually have 2 doors.
No. Yeah, they had the main door and then they had the screen door.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, they had a real door. They had 1 door for every one solid door, and then everybody else had screen doors.
No, you saw 2 doors there.
We saw it in the office. That was it, though.
That's where they're at. That's where Muffins.
Were they in the office at that point?
I don't know where they're at.
It doesn't matter.
I was also super confused that so right in the beginning when I think Genie shows up in the shitty Beetle.
Yeah.
And he is like, "Hey, over here," and you think that what he's at is like the office, like because it's the nice house, right? And usually the nice house is the office, like for the camera. And he walks into what looks like a bunk, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Does he even know this person? Because he just got done explaining how he only knows a few of them and he hopes to get to know them all better.
He was waiting on the rest of his
a crew, which apparently was one person, which was Genie. And then he walks in, and then it's like all of a sudden the outdoor thing that's clearly looks like a bunk turns into an office. And I was just like, what? No, that's not.
So what happens? They only had that one building, but they needed to do it for all the set designs, so they had to keep.
They could change the interiors, but they couldn't change any of the exteriors because they actually shot those at a campsite.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh crap. Oh. Yeah, that's all of my notes. This movie was.
Well, I got a couple more here. I got
very disappointing.
Jason had hair, so when she pulled off the mask or the burlap sack and they look at him, saw it was really weird. Then when he comes crashing in, you actually see him with a bunch of tufts of hair all over the place.
It was actually a toupee.
I mean, possibly.
It was made out of all the animal fur of the animals that he had eaten over the years to survive.
Well, it was just one of those things that, because I know from this point on, I think you might see a little bit of hair here or there, but nothing like that.
He's stressful.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
And then legitimately, where's Paul? I didn't mark Paul down as a kill because we didn't actually see him die.
And neither did she, because she's asking about him the whole time.
Exactly. So, and where's Jason? Jason just up and disappeared. One thing you did see though, when Jeannie gets into the cabin and gets into that back room and she sees Mother's head with the cop and Terry, you actually do see Alice there as well. You see a dead, decomposing body with the ice pick sticking out of the head, which is also interesting because her body and clothes are all decomposing and she died 2 months after Mrs. Voorhees, whose head and clothes are perfectly, well, the clothes are fine. and her head is less decomposing than.
Well, her head. I think he tanned her head because as leathery as it was, he would have had to have done something to dry it out. But also at the end of the movie, when it like zoomed in on the head, I was waiting for it to do something.
So they were going to do something. Allegedly, if you actually pay attention, that head actually is somebody. It actually is somebody's
That's what I was
head.
waiting for.
They were going to have the stunt person open its eyes and smile or something, but they stopped it. They actually filmed it, I guess, but they stopped it and freeze framed it, because they realized that's fucking stupid. So they didn't do that.
That's when they drew the line.
At least that's the way I'm piecing it together on what the IMDb said. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's almost like you already didn't have a bunch of people come back because of how stupid this concept was. Right. Yeah, let's end with it being stupid. Do you think maybe they sent it to like maybe test screenings and they showed the original and people were like, no, this wouldn't have gone. They didn't have test screenings back then.
I would say they didn't test screen for this movie. There's no way. What was the budget on this one, out of curiosity?
So the budget actually was. Hold on. I know it was bigger than the first one. Friday 13th.
1.25 million. So they got over double the money of the first one.
And it made a lot.
21.7 million in the US box office.
So it made its money back.
And then some. Like,
that's 21. We figured out the conversion last time, but
well, okay, but no, so like whatever they make in theaters keep like half of it. So like it got 21 at the box office. So like their take home was probably 11, but they only spent $1.25 million on it. So like they made an ass ton of money on this.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what that would be in today's money.
Oh, I think it was 2.8 times whatever it was. So they would have made a little over 50.
50 million on what would be essentially a $3 million budget.
It'd be like a $4 million budget, give or take.
Yeah.
So
nobody's making a movie for $4 million anymore. So
not anymore.
I disagree. If we got that money, we could make that movie.
looking at short.
I know we're gonna get this later, but looking at it's gonna be a while. Looking at this, Jason X is the only movie out of all of the Friday 13th movies where the budget is actually more than what the box office was.
Which
makes sense.
And but
it's my favorite.
Like it's a great movie. But like even like Freddy vs. Jason and the reboot, like those made a ton of money, and like nothing came about it from afterwards, which really sucks because we were supposed to have a Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, which didn't get made into a movie. It got made into a comic, which the comic actually was pretty good. But then even the reboot, we didn't get a second one. So, but we are getting a TV show coming out here, I think this year, maybe next year. So, looking forward to that.
Like they did the first time?
No, this is supposed to be a prequel to everything. Linda Cardellini is going to be Cardellini. Supposed to be Mrs. Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees, and it's supposed to be like, I think the stuff leading up to the first movie, I guess.
Who's going to play Ash?
No, it's not going to have Ash in it.
I thought you just said it was going to be Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
No, that movie was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen. That they made that into a comic. They're making a prequel series.
A prequel series. Okay, I didn't hear the prequel part of that. Okay. I thought you said they were making a TV series about it.
No. Sorry.
And I was like, I mean, that'd be great, but I wonder who's going to play, Bruce Campbell's part, because...
No, I mean, only Bruce Campbell can be Ash, whatever his last name is. Can't remember his last name.
It's not Ketchum.
I was about to say that, but I'm like, I know it's not that.
I don't know what his last name is,
actually. I know the name. I've read the comics. I've seen the movies. I can't remember what it is.
Lee.
Is it Lee?
No, Ashley is just his first name.
Oh, okay, all right.
Williams? Is it Williams?
Yes, Ash Williams.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go. See, with the power of all three of our brains, we can get a kill count from Joe.
All right.
Please, we hit an hour. Let's fucking wrap this shit up.
So I do have a question. Should I count? Because I normally do, but this is my parameters for flashbacks. I have certain parameters for that. Should I count the flashbacks in the kill count? Now, normally I do when the flashbacks are essential to the story. This is straight up taking footage from the first movie and dropping it.
Yeah, I don't think you should count it because that was the previous movie. That was just them being lazy for 12 minutes.
Okay, so don't count those 3 deaths.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have a total of 9.
Any limbs?
No limbs.
Which is also crazy for a slasher that we didn't lose any limbs.
Still early in this franchise. We are definitely going to be getting some later on, but this is still pretty early in the franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have Tom Savini anymore, so they couldn't just like have stuff detached.
Yeah,
to make it look good.
That's fair. I mean, in our movie, I'm going to be definitely doing some prop work for it. We're doing everything practical, so
yeah.
It's because not a single one of us knows how to use a computer. So
that's not true. I use a computer every time we podcast.
Not wrong. So on to bingo.
We had dead parent, product placement, government interference because of the pig, origin flashback because of the first 12 minutes of the movie. I wasn't sure if they used a Wilhelm scream when she was screaming.
I never saw it in the notes. I never heard it, so
I didn't think so, but I put a question mark by it because I wasn't sure. Because sometimes I have a hard time telling whether it is or isn't.
More often than not, they actually write it in the IMDb, Wilhelm scream at such and such timestamp.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sometimes, not all the time. But more often than not, I can usually hear it in the episode. I never heard it. So
we get a Scooby-Doo chase scene. We have animal cruelty, sexual innuendos, nudity, and misogyny.
All right.
What's our matrix metrics on this one there, Jeff?
Fuck, I don't know, man. The stuff looked about as good as it did in the first one. This was really early years of practical effects stuff. There wasn't any CG because CG wasn't really a thing yet, especially for a low-budget horror movie.
I would say CG was definitely a thing because we had it in Star Wars like 3 years prior to this, but
yeah, I mean for like low-budget horror, then
yeah, I mean that's fair.
I mean the little CG we had was when we had Pamela Voorhees overlaid.
That's true, but that's not even CG though. That's just two separate.
It's just overlaying, but it's still computer graphics.
It's special effect.
Yeah,
it was fine. I don't know. 1 out of 250. It was fine. I don't know. It looks. I mean, it doesn't look good. It doesn't hold up, but nothing from this era is going to ever hold up to even practical effects of today. So
right.
But we have to appreciate it for what it was.
Do we though?
All right.
No.
So
I don't. I never.
We had a boob count of 2, so we did double up from the first part.
Hey. So next one's gonna be 3. All right.
And we also got a butt and a vag shot on this one. So
all right.
Chuck, we did get to see both boobs at the same time, by the way. I remember now. It was when she was in the water. She like swims up out of the water and it's like down below her chest. You do get to see them both at the same time.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was in love with her. Like, yeah, she was a smoke show. I don't know who she was. I don't know if she's been in anything else.
Let's find out.
But God bless, because outside of what's her face from Bordeaux Blood, I think she's my new movie crush person.
All righty.
I was in love with her. I'm really lonely.
Her
Joe.
name is Kirsten Baker.
Okay.
And it looks like she was in that's weird. It has her in Friday the 13th Part 3 also.
She probably comes back as a flashback.
And the final chapter in Friday the 13th Part 4. Maybe they just slapped everybody all together in this. I don't know. It looks like she was just in a bunch of B films. Midnight Madness.
Might be nude in all of them.
The Malicious Age. She might be nude in all of them. The
Yeah,
Seduction of Miss Leona. Gas
Girls. That's porn. That's just porn. Ron, that's just porn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this one says it's called Please Don't Eat the Babies. This one must be about Epstein Island.
I'm gonna look up Please Don't Eat the Babies. No, that's going on getting franchise. Because we got
Okay.
Oh crap.
Alrighty.
Ron, send me a list.
I'll send it to you, yeah. So for not a Muppet, I had Muffin, the dog.
Okay. I mean,
sure. Nobody else I cared about. So
that's fair.
Yeah, that's super fair. I kind of like the idea of Ted. Because he's supposed to be the comic relief, I guess. And also, then it's just him trying to bang two Muppets the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, he's also, I mean, he's the final girl guy, you want to call him, because he does survive. True. He's a main character that survives.
Huh.
And he literally does survive because he's just human and he can beat up Muppets really easily.
I put Jason because it'd just be fun to see him just chop up a bunch of Muppets.
Is this the one circumstance where we might go everyone is human but one, like only one Muppet and Jason's just the Muppet?
I kind of like that too.
And that's why they're terrified of him.
I like
it.
It reminds me of that
Muppet, but he's a giant Muppet, like the big.
Okay. It reminds me of that puppet who tries to kill all of his roommates or whatever. It does a terrible job at it.
The dummy, the
dummy. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
yeah, that is pretty funny.
Whatever his name is.
Slappy?
No, not Slappy. It's like a skit that it goes around Instagram. I see on the Instagram reels every once in a while. It's this dummy that is terrible at killing. He's a roommate to all these people. Like he hops up in this guy's car and he throws a bag over the guy's head, but it only goes like right here.
Yeah.
So he's trying to suffocate him, but it doesn't work.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Go see if I can find it. Sounds funny.
It is kind of funny. Alrighty. So that brings us to our scores. Chuck, out of you.
Out of you.
Out of me? Yeah.
How many tens?
It'll be coming out of me. Don't worry, Joe.
How the Chucks? How many you give it?
All right, a scale of 1 to Chuck. Look, man, is this a Friday the 13th movie? Yeah, technically. I said last month that this is where the franchise starts for me, actually. I may redact that statement. I realized, so I definitely have watched the entire series, right? I've watched the entire franchise. I don't remember this one very much, so I must have only watched this once, maybe twice, so this may be 3 times now. I don't remember most of it. I was bored through all of it. I didn't want to watch it to begin with, which was kind of weird. Probably because I realized it was on Pluto, which did straight up affect my score.
Which is understandable. That really can affect it, which sucks.
Yeah, like the commercials are one thing, but just the weird jumping back and shit, and me having to fight with it. That was I almost paid the $4 to watch the last 30 minutes of the movie. That's how bad it was. I don't mind Sackhead Jason, I kind of wish they almost stuck with it for a little bit longer or something. I know in 3 he has it a little bit and stuff.
Yeah, he has it a little bit, and then he gets the
mask.
See,
yeah,
I don't understand why he has the sack head at all.
To hide his
because
face.
he's deformed.
But does he know that he's deformed? Does he have a mirror? Like, how
he has a lake he looks into.
How did his face get deformed?
A birth defect.
So he always looked like that, and that's why they let him drown in the lake.
He fell in the vat of stupid.
He fell in that vat of elephantitis.
Sorry.
They kind of explain it. You're not wrong. They kind of explain it.
Ice, and that's why he's got to wear the mask.
I think it's in Freddy vs. Jason. They explain it. Where they explain it in 1 where his mom was just like actually super abusive, and like I think
it's Freddy vs. Jason. They talk about
that. And it was like hit him, and like the campers all made fun of him and bullied him and all the time and stuff. Yeah, that was like part of his biggest fear.
That was Freddy vs. Jason, which also says that water is his biggest fear, which if that's the case, he wouldn't be near Crystal Lake the entire time.
Right.
But I also think that fear kind of also came about because in 7, he gets trapped under the water.
Right, they chain him and
is that the one where they chain him up and
yeah, they throw him under the water and leave him down there
and hit him with like a boat propeller or something.
That
that happens in 8.
That's he gets released in 8 by the boat propeller.
Okay, yeah.
Because for some reason there's like a cruise line or something on the lake.
I think the biggest problem I have with all these movies is that they all meld together, and I always forget what happens in which ones.
Yeah, I watched them all like a year ago, so recently, so within the last like couple years. So I kind of remember most of them and how they all lay out. But the first one I remember a lot because I watched that one a lot. Jason X I remember because I fucking love that movie. Freddy vs. Jason, but just because it is a good movie.
Either of those two.
Oh, dude, you'll be able to watch him in years.
It's pretty good. Freddy vs. Jason is a lot better than people give it credit.
Oh, it's
anyways,
really good.
Right. Look, I think as we progress through here, I used to say that Friday the 13th was my favorite franchise. I realize that it's completely based off Part 8 and Jason X and Jason versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Jason. I didn't love this. I didn't have a good time. Joey gets an 1/8 of a strike because I had to watch it on Pluto. Oh, that's a new rule, by the way. Every time you make me watch something on Pluto, and that also counts for getting franchise. When I choose a thing and don't realize it's on Pluto, you get an 1/8 of a strike.
I get a strike.
You get an 1/8 of a strike when I fuck up. Yeah. I'm gonna say 29872.
9-8.
I really hated this.
That's fair.
I don't even think it deserves that. I don't think it was that bad, but that's just what I'm feeling.
No, I'm right there with you because if it wasn't for the boobs, this would definitely be getting a point lower than what I'm giving it. It was not very enjoyable. The storyline was stupid. The whole premise of him, the beginning of the movie was stupid. The 12 minutes that we wasted watching the first movie again was just ridiculous. And I didn't really feel like Jason himself was a scary villain. Like he wasn't he didn't feel scary to me throughout this whole thing. You know, this was more along the lines of he was just really good at sneaking around and killing people when they didn't expect it. And like in the later ones, like it's to the point where he just like he can't be hurt, and like he is just this like indomitable machine that no matter how fast you run, he's always going to catch you. And in this one, it was like he's this fumbling, bumbling like idiot kind of. But having said that, and factoring in the boob point, I gave this a 3.67. Joey?
So I've said before, this is one of my favorite franchises. And this one is somewhere in the middle for me out of the whole series.
They get worse.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are pretty unbearable to watch.
Like we talked about 7 with the whole magical shit. That one's pretty out there.
I don't think I've seen that one.
This one I had forgotten the beginning part and how it had jumped forward such a long time. I thought that the time between the end of the first one and Alice dying was a year. Turned out it was only 2 months. And then it jumps forward 5 years. I thought that gap was a little bit less. The whole fact that Jason was an adult the entire time, living out in the woods, because there's no way that he was actually a kid, and in 5 years he became this rampaging monster of an adult.
Well, not to mention that living off of what he could catch and find, either he was eating people or he was the greatest hunter of all time with a machete, because there's no way he would have gotten that big and buff.
Right. And if he was the greatest hunter with a machete, why didn't he always have a machete? He did not carry a machete this entire time.
Yeah.
In this movie, he had a pitchfork. He didn't. The one time he had a machete is when he killed what's his nuts in the wheelchair, and then he stuck it in his face.
I would say, and he also got a machete to the shoulder.
Yeah, they was sitting in the barn.
Yeah, but also
in the room.
There's no way that he took that machete all the way down as far as he did and still had any use of that arm at all, because it would have broke his collarbone.
Right.
And like moving your arm, like you can't, like that, your collarbone, like, you know, is very embedded in that, you know?
But the story, I thought the story that they tried to give was decent. Like the idea that we're not going to go back to Crystal Lake. We're still on the lake. We're not going to go back to Camp Crystal Lake. Sorry. We're still on the lake, but we're somewhere else around the lake. I thought that was a neat idea, because it's still getting into the lore that Jason is tied to the lake, but not tied to the camp. That being said, the execution was a little weak. I gave this a 6.88, which is still lower than my last one, but I still, like I said, I still enjoy this series as a whole. There are still some worse ones coming, though. So,
you know, just because there are worse ones doesn't mean you have to give this one a higher score. You can just keep going lower.
Oh no, it's gonna get lower. Trust me. But that gives us a combined score of 4.51, which drops it in at number 130 out of 190 movies on our list. It is just behind Constantine at a 4.53 and just above Swamp Thing at a 4.5.
I think Swamp Thing was better than this.
I think Swamp Thing was better than this as well.
I never watched Swamp Thing. I wasn't here for it.
No,
I did like the TV show though.
Oh, Swamp Thing was great. The show was great.
Yeah, it used to lead into WCW Saturday Nights. So I'd always catch like the last, because WCW Saturday Nights has had a weird 6:05 start time. I think the theory was to catch the channel switchover so people could change the channel and not miss anything, but also so you'd catch the last 5 minutes of Swamp Thing, and you'd be like, "Oh, this is interesting. Maybe I'll watch this next week." Never did though. Not my dad. Anyway,
where can they find you at, Chuck?
Oh, son of a bitch! You know where you can find me? The last Sunday of every month, right here on a little show I like to call Getting Franchise, the latest and greatest in media franchises. It's media franchises, Joe.
Media franchises?
Yeah, at time of release, when we listened to when we recorded part 1, I said movie franchises. It's not. We're doing media franchises. At time of release, we are gearing up to watch The Raid and The Raid 2,
Yes, sir.
where Ron comes on. Allegedly, this is some of the best practical effects action movies from Indonesia ever. And there's like one scene that we all watched a clip of, and we said, "Yo, that was fucking rad. We need to watch these movies." So we did. And then I made Ron come on and watch it. And then we were all a little bummed out.
Yeah. We got him finally.
Yeah.
Toward the end of the thing.
Yeah, we finally got it. We finally got the season we're looking for. But you can listen to that full review at the end of this month coming up. Unless you're listening to this in the past, then hey, go check our archives where you can find all the episodes right here on the Comic Book Rundown feed, getting franchised. You can also hear all of Joey's comic book rewinds all that you want. And you can also check out the actual feed. If you're just on the regular feed, Comic Book Rundown has its own feed now. You can go listen to that. You can go listen to Kamen Rider Chronicles if you want, because that's on its own feed. Or you can stay right here on Comic Book Rundown and listen to all of it, because it all drops. I get 3 different versions of every show now, because I subscribe to everything.
Nice.
Yay. Thank you, Chuck.
Yeah, I did all your plugs this week.
I see that. Thank you.
Try something new, try something different. My recommendation for this week, I don't remember if I brought it up last week, but I'm going to bring it up this week again. Either way, All Elite Wrestling is probably the best professional wrestling that is out there to date. If you've ever thought or considered checking out professional wrestling, now's the time to do it. You can stream it on HBO Max. Watch Dino. If you can only choose one of the 2 shows the weekly that they put out, I recommend Dynamite. It is just a little bit better than Collision, but Collision is just as good. We are about to, at time of release, I think there's a pay-per-view either just happened called Revolution or is about to happen, which will be a never-ending story of MJF, who's the current champion. He's a heel, and it's just really fucking good. It's MJF versus the world. Everybody's gunning for the world title. It's some of the best wrestling. I forgot how great wrestling can be, and All Elite Wrestling has brought it back to me. Watch professional wrestling. It's the best live action storytelling of the best story ever told, which is the fight between good versus evil. 2 guys have a problem. They're going to go settle in the ring. So my recommendation is All Elite Wrestling, streaming on HBO Max. That's my choice. Ronald?
You can find me on the interwebs on Instagram, actually, I'm not even on TikTok anymore. I mean, I'm still there. I haven't deleted it, but I'm just not on there anymore. But Instagram, Bluesky, Good at This Game. You can find my art on Instagram at Good Art This Game. I have been actually adding things to that recently at time of recording. So
I saw you've been sculpting.
Yeah. So yeah, I got some clay and stuff because it's fairly cheap, and I can sit there and I can mess with that kind of stuff while I'm watching movies or watching TV or whatever, and I don't have to pay too much attention to it because you can do it by feel and stuff until you get into details and stuff. But
Sure.
yeah, it's kind of fun. But yeah, good at this game, Good Art This Game, anywhere where you can find me, I guess. And my recommendation, there is an anime called Fruits Basket, and it's actually a pretty good anime. Recently, Alfie and I finished that, and it's pretty interesting. It's really good. It's kind of an emotional roller coaster, actually. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. Joey?
Fruits Basket?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of those anime mangas that it's been on my radar. I've seen clips of it in the past, and I'm like, oh, this looks kind of interesting.
I started
a romancy one,
ish, but not really.
Yeah,
so I started.
I watched.
They had the original one came out in the 90s, I think, but they only made one season of it, and I watched that with Charity years ago, and then I found out that Charity had told me that there was a new one where they had the entire story out, so rewatched that. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting. I think, I don't know. It's probably a niche one where you have to get into it, but I liked it. Joe,
like about edible arrangements?
No.
Oh. I'm now less interested, but okay.
You want things that make you think about work?
Yeah, super fair. At time of recording, it was just Valentine's Day, and I had to dip 96 dozen fucking strawberries by hand.
96 dozen strawberries and 2 nuts went into that chocolate.
You're not wrong.
You guys can find me over on social media at Comic Book Rundown. You can email us, comicbookrundown@gmail.com. You can find us over on YouTube at Comic Book Rundown. You can also contact us over there. Drop a comment. We'll read it on an upcoming episode. Any comments on any of the social medias, emails, we'll read them on here.
You want us to plug your shit? Leave a comment.
Yeah, we will totally 100% talk about anything you want.
Yeah.
We have no shame.
Within reason. Wait. Within reason.
Within reason.
I will tastefully edit it.
He says he'll tastefully edit it, but our shirts on TeePublic.
Shirts. Redbubble, Redbubble and TeePublic. Well, it was bound to happen.
Comrade.
Chuck, you already did all my plugs, so
it's true. I did. I was really proud of myself.
Camarada Chronicles, go check that out, dude. Some episode just came out that just happened. Ooh.
Time of
recording. Shit just went down.
So that was like a month ago. Some shit went down.
Yeah. So I'm sure shit's still going down on the show right now. But my recommendation at time of release over on the Netflix, One Piece live action season 2 just dropped. And March 10th.
It just came out 3 days ago.
Yes. So watching that, I'm sure that's gonna be good. The trailers look good.
The first season was pretty fun.
First season, I need to rewatch it. I'm gonna try to rewatch it before second season starts up. I will be covering that over on Walk Through the Multiverse. Pray for me this month because I'll have One Piece, I'll have Invincible, I'll have The Boys.
So a little peek behind the curtain. Joe used to have a full head of hair.
Yeah,
like a decade
until he started podcasting.
Yeah, that was actually about a decade ago, wasn't it?
And actually, the more podcasts he gets, the further back his hairline goes.
Yeah,
it's not because he's losing hair; it's because his brain is bulging with all the information from all the shows, and it's.
You think I retain all that?
No, not at all.
God, dude, why do you think I have notes? So I can go back and actually look at the stuff I write, so I can remember the stuff I talked about.
You take notes?
I do actually, because if I didn't, I don't remember what the hell I talked about.
You guys are getting paid?
Oh, dude, we're almost at $10.
Yes. You know what that means, don't you, Chuck?
We're about ready to get paid. You guys are about ready to get like $5, maybe.
Oh, that means I can watch something on Amazon next time you make me watch it. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
What's our next movie?
Yeah, that means our next movie. It's gonna be The Crow, Salvation. I had to go look what it was. I couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were leading us up to something like.
No, I just couldn't remember what it was. The Crow, Salvation.
Three?
Yes, the third one.
This does not have Thomas Jane in it.
No,
that was the second one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last one we watched. He was the weird dude with the camera.
Doesn't this one have was it Michelle Williams? No, Tara Reid. Which one?
We'll find out when we watch it, I guess.
Probably Tara Reid. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the one we're watching. I know this one was direct DVD. Oh, David Borealis. Is that the one? This one have David Borealis in it?
Who's David Borealis?
Angel.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.